What is going on YouTube? Hey y'all, welcome back to JoJo Speaks, another night of hot topics and social commentary. We are here live, honey, okay, live and in effect. And we about to get into these hot topics and social commentary. So here's a couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. I'm sorry, I just got a text message back from Michael. Of course, he won't. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to say of course. I'm sorry, that just slipped out. I'm so sorry. That was no shade at all.
Unto him, no.
Unto him, no. We love Mike.
Yes, we do
Unfortunately,
dearly.
Michael will not be here tonight. He said that he will be live next week. Yeah, he just texted me. I didn't mean to say that. I will be live with you all. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
And let me put an emoji, a heart emoji next to it. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Just a
That's
little
how we
distracted.
respond.
A couple things we want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. It takes less than a second to mash that thing, so go on ahead and mash it. Also, we'd like you to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let us know you are liking the video for the algorithm. Also, make sure you leave a comment. That helps out the algorithm as well. Let us know your thoughts on the topics we're discussing tonight. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody in these streets know that JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. All right. I got my big sis Jennifer here. What's going on, boo?
Yo, today sauntered on. It was weird. A busy Thursday. That doesn't happen to me a lot, but I'm happy to have made it through and I made it here.
So wonderful. Of course, I always like to start out with my condolences. Hey, Dustin, I see you out there in the chat. Love you. Thank you so much for being here, boo. Of course, I always like to start out with my condolences. Unfortunately, this past week, we lost a Jackson brother, the second Jackson brother to pass away. Tito Jackson passed away at the age of 70. When I told someone, I think it was you, Jennifer, that said that you thought he was a little bit older than that.
I really thought he was older. When I heard that he went to glory, I was like, wow, just another great man that lived a great life. Not saying that, passing away at 70 isn't a great life, but I really thought he was older. I thought he lived longer. But either way, God bless him and the
Absolutely.
family.
Absolutely. I think I want to say Diddy for last, because I think that might take up the most time, and I think that's the hottest topic.
Well, let me give you these comments real quick.
Okay.
Miss Kim says, "Hey J&J, hello.
Greetings, Miss Kim.
Salutations, love and such." Robin is here. She says, "You were right, Joe Nathan. Of course." We're not laughing at any of that. That's not funny. Miss Kim said, "Oh, and hey, Robin,
Hey, Robin.
we
What's
love
going on,
you.
Ace Boom Coon? Thank you for being here. We love you, girl.
Blessings." Miss Kim says, "We need to hear about the cruise." I know, and he's going to tell us all about it.
I know. Yes, yes.
Miss Kim said hello to Robin and Dustin, and Robin says the man on probation is bypassing HR and going to his supervisor to avoid the wrath of HR. Mm, I see. Robin says, "Hey, Genesita, hola." Okay, God bless you. Miss Kim says, "Just finished Madam President and Oprah's town hall." Oh, they had a town hall.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
And Bianca's here. She
Hey,
says,
Bianca.
"Happy Thursday, family." It didn't sound like birthday, right?
No.
Marvelous.
You clearly said Thursday. Um, First thing I wanted to get out the way. I don't know if you guys saw Dancing with the Stars, but I saw a clip. Totally authentic with y'all. I just saw clips. I don't watch that show. I haven't watched that show since Mel B was on there. Mel B was on
Okay.
too many years ago, honey.
The only one worth watching.
Okay, I did also watch Stacy Keibler's season. She was a former wrestler with the WWE. She did excellent. I think she was a runner-up, as well as Mel B being a runner-up. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, two people that I really wanted to see on Dancing with the Stars, Dwight Howard and Phaedra Parks. They had their first dance. I will say I wasn't impressed by either one of their performances. Phaedra looked quite awkward in her dancing. It looked like it wasn't, doesn't come naturally to her to dance, which did not surprise me at all. I was not surprised that, she wasn't fluid with her movements in any way, shape, or form. But she looked nice. I liked her outfit. She danced to I'm Every Woman by Shaka Khan and and Whitney Houston. So shout out to Phaedra for doing her thing at least. Dwight Howard, a lot of times when athletes get on Dancing with the Stars, because a lot of them do take ballet, football players take ballet. Dwight Howard is a basketball player. So I guess I was expecting him to be graceful with his movement. He was not. He did look just a slight bit awkward as well to me. Like dancing doesn't come naturally to him.
Because they're not dancers.
Exactly, which is the premise of the show, of course, to turn non-dancers or to make them look as good as they possibly can. But I'm at least rooting for him. I think that he has room for improvement, and I think he will be more susceptible to learning the ropes as opposed to maybe Phaedra. I don't know why Phaedra is there, but I hope the best for both of them. I hope both of them do as well as they possibly can. Jennifer, did you see either one of their dances at all?
I just saw the clip that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
I saw even less.
Oh, okay.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
I kept on scrolling.
Right, of course.
I
Yeah.
said, no, thank you. Miss Kim was asking how did Carl Winslow do?
I don't know. I do need to look up and see how he did, but I'm nervous to see it though. Even though Jennifer did bring up the fact that he kind of slayed in that dance competition against Steve Urkel in that one episode of Family Matters. So he definitely got it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know how much rehearsal
Wow.
went behind that performance. We don't know exactly how
Because
much preparation went behind that.
when him and Harriet Winslow was dancing
They
at the
was cutting up,
police ball,
cutting
in
up a
his dance
rug.
competition, they did that. He might have had a little back situation, but
He did. He threw it out. Absolutely did. He was bent over, y'all. Bent over.
Oh gosh. You know what? I may have to watch some early seasons of Family Matters just to get a glimpse of that. And of course, Richie had an expose dancing like Michael Jackson. And
Yeah.
speaking of the Jacksons, Miss Kim said, rest in peace, Tito. It's Rebe, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Latoya, Marlon, Michael, Randy, and Janet. I'm a Jackson family stan. We see.
Yes, we do. With the
We
with the
see.
facts, honey. Coming with the facts.
Clearly, Bianca says happy Thursday to everyone. And of course, the sentiments are returned. Miss Kim says, Phaedra can go. I'm not interested.
Okay, Miss Kim. I've never seen it for Phaedra. I've never been a fan of Phaedra's. I wish her well in all that she does. But she just comes off as phony and a liar to me, and I can't get with it. I really just
Yeah,
can't get with it.
Phaedra lost me in her first season before the main issue came up, where the main line issue came up when she was lying about the how far along she was with her
Her
pregnancy, and the
pregnant.
way that she was lying, and how much filler she had when she was talking about frog water. Oh, this is delicious, and she had a whole lot of filler. I was like, you know what, I I didn't know. So yeah, that's how I've always felt about her. Robert says Genesita didn't see it because it wasn't on TikTok. It was on TikTok. I promise you, it was the whole entire clip. The specific dancers. I'm
Right.
telling you, people be like, I don't need to get Zeus because there's people that go live that show the whole shows, all the shows that's on there. I promise you, I was not interested.
And
But
and
once
and I can
again,
understand.
nice dresses, beautiful
Yes.
gowns.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Ooh, child. Anyway, so this past week we had an unprecedented second attempt on Donald Trump's life. It's so interesting to me, Jennifer, how we've heard of two attempts on Donald Trump's life within 2 months, I believe, within two
Why
months.
did
No,
you
of
say it
course.
so happily, Jonathan?
I said it happily.
Yeah, it's like an attempt on Donald Trump's life.
That's just my delivery. Attempts on Donald Trump's life. Unfortunately, while he was in Mar-a-Lago, the golf course, um, there was a man with a weapon who shot near Donald Trump's vicinity, and it's terrible. And JD Vance went on record in saying that this is all due to the rhetoric of the left. This is all due to the words used by the leftists, the
Oh my
Kamala
gosh.
Harrises of the world, the Joe
Oh
Bidens
my
of the
gosh.
world. Would that suffice, Jennifer?
Jonathan, that was
Sounding
so
somber?
that was so sincere and somber and the correct tone that was required for the moment. I really appreciated that. That was really awesome. How do you feel about the attempt?
It's fishy to me, just as the first attempt on his life is so fishy to me. I think he's trying to garner sympathy. I think he's trying to garner he's trying to tug on people's heartstrings. When someone, this is what they did in Scandal. When Olivia wanted to make sure that Fitz was not going to die, but she still wanted him to
On.
win the second election. Um,
Yeah.
and um, and so Papa Pope ended up taking Fitz's son's life instead of Fitz himself. And it was one of those things. So I don't know why did I bring that up? I just lost my
Because of the alleged stageness of the things.
Right. Yeah. So my thing is, it's so interesting to me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. To garner sympathy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that ended up being the reason why Fitz got reelected because the world felt so sorry for his loss, and so I'm thinking Donald Trump is thinking the same game plan. If people hear that people are out here trying to get me, then they'll want to vote for me. They'll feel sorry for me, and they'll give me the vote. Um, and it's so interesting to me. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. I think that they found people who would want to be in the news, who would want to have a sense of notoriety for doing something. People who are okay with taking the fall for Donald Trump, who are obviously lessers, but they don't care about that because maybe they don't have much of a life themselves, or whatever the case might be. Find people who will do these things so that we can set it up to make it look like someone took his life. Secret Service be on it, y'all. Secret Service be on it. We have had 40 something presidents in the history of the United States of America. And how many attempts on these presidents' lives have we seen? We've seen quite a few. I will admit we have seen quite a few. However, as of late, they haven't been nearly as recurring as we've seen reoccurring as we've seen with Donald Trump. I think this is despicable.
Mhm.
It's a tactic that I cannot respect, will never respect, and will never see it for him at all. And I think it's as I said in the previous attempt on his life. I think it's so interesting that none of the news media is taking this stance on the issue of it all being a setup, of it all being a ruse to pull a wool over the American people's eyes, so that we think it's something when it's clearly not. And I don't like it at all. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on this?
I personally feel just to piggyback off what you were saying about the media, whether or not they how they're reporting it and stuff.
Mhm.
They have to say assassination attempt until it's proven otherwise, of course.
Right.
So doing that, but also it's like first another issue that's concerning me. It's like I the there's some horrible aimed people. People ain't got no kind of aim.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
interesting.
it's weird, and because a lot of times when people have that kind of angst and push to take care of an issue like that, hey, work hard to get things done. But I personally also feel like I'm not. It's just it felt really random when I heard it too.
So random, out of nowhere. It makes no
Like
sense.
what again? And it's like. the story that they're trying to Olivia Pope, in my opinion,
Hmm.
allegedly, is just like you said, just trying to garner sympathy. To be honest, I need him to stay alive all throughout that that election,
Hmm.
so that they won't try to replace them with somebody that has a thought process, that
Hmm.
has a plan. Okay,
Hmm.
somebody that's that people may say, he may work, you know.
Hmm.
So I'm agreeing with him staying alive, you know, but with the alleged attempts, I personally, I I don't believe it at all. Um, Bianca says, "Yes, Jen, I can't stand her, except for the traders. Yeah, she was good in traders now.
Yeah.
She read people up and down. She played the game. Yeah." Bianca says she played that game so well because she is one.
Okay.
She
That's why she was chosen as a traitor on the show because they
she
knew who they
knows
was dealing with.
what she doing, and I believe that she needs to be doing more TV shows like that.
And she was one of the only non-competitive people on the show that actually did well on the show because the other housewives, like Sheree, like I've seen so many clips of traders when Sheree was on. I hadn't heard her speak not one word, not one word. Like, girl, what are you here for? Just the
Cause
cameras
she
and the
ain't
chat?
got it. She ain't got it, and then that makes me feel even sorrier for her, low key, because it's like it's like when she got married to her husband back
God will
then,
kill.
she just let go of whatever and just wanted the money. And I don't believe she has enough in her. Like, I want to know what she was doing before she got married. What was she trying to garner? What kind of education she was trying to come together with? What was going on for her herself? You know,
Right.
I don't see it for her.
Because she presents herself as an extremely intelligent woman, a businesswoman. However,
She
you're
isn't.
yeah, yeah. The
The way she handled her own literal businesses with an S, the ones that have come to pass and died, come to pass and died, come to pass and died. And I'm not just talking about Sheba Sheree. That's just one of many,
mm,
unfortunately. She needs to just go ahead. I don't know. Maybe she needs to start dressing people. I don't know. She has a That's one talent that she does have, is, you know, with the clothing and stuff, but still it's
style.
like, yeah, style,
Mhm.
but still she had her own store, and of course she wasn't paying no attention to it, just trying to make, just, you know, thinking that's just sitting there, it's just going to make money, or not taking advantage of the fact that she's on a highly, at the time, rated TV show, not taking advantage of any of that. So she's just not that, you know. God
I
bless her.
think I think she takes so much stock in the "who gonna check me" boos in the moments of the show. She doesn't know how to capitalize on those moments in the show. So,
And if she would just take the advice of a Candy, you know, people that know business and knows how to capitalize on what they have, then
or
instead of just,
Kenya capitalizes
yeah,
on it too. You know what I'm saying?
or instead of just finding men to be with so her name can be relevant, you know, like, it's, she don't have enough good friends in her life, in my opinion. Miss Kim says Phaedra lost me when she talked about delivering her baby at 5 months.
She said she was going to have a C-section before the 9 months was up. She literally said that they were going to cut the baby out before it fully formed, y'all.
At 5 months. Robin says, was it really an attempt on his life? No shots were fired. What? Now that I didn't realize there was no shots fired. See, that makes it even worse for me.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
And how can it be labeled an attempt if there were no shots fired?
Because
It's
there was somebody there with a gun.
right.
I think that's all that they needed to.
And
Anyway,
the unmitigated gall they had to blame this on rhetoric from the Democrats. Do you hear yourselves talking? Like, have you seen interviews? Have you seen debates? Have you seen y'all on TV just talking in general about anything? And you have the nerve to say the
the
rhetoric of the left
nerve.
is what is leading to these attempts on this man's life? Like,
Oh,
who is believing these people? Like who? Like, and it's
no,
so sad because there are
that's the question.
millions of people who believe every single thing that these people say.
But I don't
every
really
single
see
day.
people talking about it, like, period.
No one's
Once
talking
again,
about it.
you know I be on the TikToks with an S.
Right.
The only people that has talked about it is the, in my opinion, or from what I've seen, are the news people that had to speak about it.
Mm,
And that's it. Nobody's like, "Oh no, what is going on with this country?" Like,
right.
no, no, I'm not saying nobody cares, but dag nabbit. Anyway, Miss Kim says Trump is trying to get sympathy. The call is coming from within the household, beloved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bianca says, I have strong feelings about these assassinations behind the scenes because I don't think my opinion will fare well on YouTube, but I feel these are staged. Thank you. Thank you for
Agreed.
adding your
We're
two
on the same
cents.
page, Bianca.
Robin says he already announced the next attempt. For real, he said that he said he's going to Springfield, Ohio, and hopes he makes it out.
Oh, that you got something there, Robin. You have something there, Robin. You have something there, Robin. You got it, Robin. Jennifer, if we hear of another attempt on his life, girl, because that is a perfect setup. The fact that they said what they said about Springfield and they're going to Springfield, girl. They should have waited. They should have. This should have been the second attempt. This should have been it. That might have
Because
worked.
it would have seemed more
That would have been more plausible.
exactly because of what he said. And something tells me that they see that we don't care because
Yeah.
it just don't come across as, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Robin says I agree, Jonathan. The Trump campaign hired crisis actors.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Robin. Thank you so much for picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay, Robert says assassination attempts equals fake news. Bianca says hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button, please, kindly. Thank you so much. God bless you, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
We love you.
We love
Oh,
you, girl.
Aaron. Bianca says because how these military trained snipers missing missing clear shots is
Okay.
giving stage to me.
On Scandal, when Verna wanted Fitz to go, okay, she
Mm-hmm.
hired professionals. Okay, she hired professional assassins from B613, girl.
But
Okay,
just like in marching band, sometimes there are just instrument holders so people
mm-hmm.
can, I think they just got
Fill a
some
spot.
pew
Yeah,
pew holders, you know what I'm saying?
dumb
So
ones at that.
just to, say, hey, we got something going here. Um, Thank you, Aaron, for letting everybody know they need to like this. Everyone's saying hello to Bianca and Aaron. It's so marvelous. We so nice to each other. I love it. Robin says, "Are you going to talk about what came out of Mark Robinson's mouth?"
Is that the guy from North Carolina, the person who's running for governor of North Carolina?
I don't know exactly who he is, but all I know he's a Caucasian man that let the N word slip out about.
Oh, he was talking to Megyn Kelly, wasn't he?
I think so, and he
Yeah.
said he was. I think the intention was. I do believe the intention was for him to say migrant Haitian migrants, but he said Haitian in words. And it's like I heard about it and I said, well, how you get Nick and my, put
Yeah.
together. But when I finally heard it on accident, Jonathan,
Yeah.
he was saying niggas.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
it's no, and this is basically like a clear indication of what happens when you say things behind closed doors so
Mhm.
often that when it's
Right.
time for you to get it together and act right, straighten up, you can't
Okay.
even get right.
No.
Child. Child.
Yeah, that
Um,
was ridiculous, Robin. That was ridiculous. And the thing is, I heard that clip like a couple of times, and I still didn't hear him say that N-word. So I guess I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Shoot, maybe I must have saw it doctored up because that thing he said NIG and maybe another G.
Mm.
That's what I heard. Anyway, and then he said migrants. Um, Miss Kim says Sheree never went to high school. That tells it all. Thank you.
Wow.
That's all I needed, Miss Kim. I
That makes
appreciate it.
perfect sense, Miss Kim.
Because she has nothing. God bless her. Oof, Lord help her. What's it called? Oh, Smiling with Aaron D says hello to Miss Kim. Smiling with Aaron D says Diddy is on suicide watch.
Of course. And we'll get to that later. We will get to that later.
Um, I was it makes me concerned because what's his name? Epstein. I,
Jeffrey
ho-
Epstein.
I hope there's nothing like that going on. Oof. Anyway, uh, Aaron says the poor cats and dogs in Springfield.
Yeah, the poor cats and dogs are getting eaten up.
And you know what I think is wonderful that the Springfield community really came together and
Yeah,
they were going excuse me standing up for the Haitian migrants as
right.
well as going to their restaurants, patronizing them and everything and showing love. That's what should be happening in those situations. You talk about us, you talk about
It's so interesting that they chose an entire race of people, literally an entire race of people in one specific space of doing something that's so out of this world. That is, I mean, they might as well have said they were eating them alive. That would
based
have put a zinger on the end of that thing.
based off what sounded like a lie.
Okay, which we will get to in the next topic. But
Um
proceed.
Miss Kim said, "Hey to Aaron." Robin says, "Yes, the governor, gov candidate." You're right, Jonathan.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
Miss Kim confirmed as well. Robin says, "Jen, that was a whole different thing." He said the N word. He did.
Yeah,
Um, Bianca said, "Miss Kim, poor Chateau Thelma." Do you know what that means, Jonathan? Do you know what
I
she's
do.
hinting at?
I do not know.
The Chateau.
Oh, Chateau Cheray.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's people have been saying that allegedly it might be in her mama's name, and I think that's her mama's name.
Gotcha. Okay.
I hope I'm right. Am I right? Anyway, Miss Kim said no. Mark Robinson from North Carolina, Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah.
He's currently running for governor, a black Republican and Trumper. Oh,
Yeah.
he's the
Yeah.
one. He was the one talking about slavery and wanting to go back
Slavery,
there.
called himself a black Nazi. It was ridiculous.
And it's like, sir, do you know that if we were all back in them days, you'd be with us? Do you believe you are Caucasian,
Because I
sir?
believe he said he would have a couple of slaves himself. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, sir,
Like people just say anything. Just say
and I don't eat
anything.
anything. What,
Anything.
sir?
It's crazy, Jennifer. It's these people don't care. Like they literally just
Nah.
don't care. They don't care at all. There's no decorum. There's no sense of there's no sense of what is the word that I'm looking for? There's no sense of morals. There's no sense of any of that
Mm,
whatsoever. They don't care by any means necessary getting into the seat, getting into
sense.
the elected position that you're
But
going for.
that
Crazy.
that was Trump that helped usher that in. Trump
Absolutely.
was able to win by saying whatever the f he wanted to say.
He literally said, I could take someone's life in the middle of the street in New York and I'd still get elected. And he said that before he got elected in 2016.
And before he even started running, he said, "If I ever ran for president, I would run as a Republican because they're stupid." He said that out loud, recorded on a new. I'm telling you,
Child.
he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't. Not at all.
Okay,
Because he's proven that. And I'm just
okay, to be a
leave that there.
fact.
I'm just going to leave that there. Because I could have
Okay,
gone off the deep end, y'all. But
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. We appreciate that. Uh, Miss Kim said, "Bianca, Chateau Thelma still makes me laugh." Uh, Robin says, Robinson has been outed for oh, oh, a salacious schmectual post on a corn site. Very, very graphic. I thank you for writing that out like that,
Hmm.
Robin. And yes, I've heard about that too. He need Jesus.
Okay.
Robinson Robinson is an alleged Christian preacher. That's what Robin said.
Alleged,
Alleged.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna use that Christian preacher
Keep
loosely.
keep keep it real, Robin.
That's, we can't help it. Okay. We got
Okay.
Aaron's laughing past her bedtime. Um, Robin says, um, Robinson said that he is a black Nazi, yeah, that slavery should still exist, and
Hmm.
that he would own some himself. Bianca said, Miss Kim, when I see her, I can't unhear it. Oh gosh. Um,
Hmm.
and Robin says the schmexual stuff is out there. Is still out there? He ain't take it down. Talks about intimacy with his sister-in-law and golden showers. Lord,
Wow. Wow. He
look,
got put on blast. Because I don't
I
think
need
he meant to, because I think he did that under like a surname of some sort, thinking that,
a
no one
pseudonym
would
or
know that
something.
it was him. Yeah.
It was him though.
But yeah, they put him out there on blast, child.
People ain't
All over the
stupid.
news. I saw it on the
And
news earlier today.
I just want to make sure you know something, Jonathan. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
The Lord is not pleased.
Not at all. No.
Mm-mm. Not pleased at all. Miss Kim said the story about the Haitian immigrants in Springfield is really inspiring. Jen, I'll text you a video about it. Yeah, it's 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 really nice to see how they came together as one.
Hmm. That
Robin
was a
said,
breathy one. Much like Leonardo DiCaprio when he after he threatened Dr. Schultz and Django, he said, "If you'll join me in the library, we will be serving white cake." Okay, he put an emphasis, honey, on that WH, y'all. Okay,
and it sounded like he was very excited about that white cake.
because he ended it with a smile, y'all. He ended it with a smile.
Oh
Okay, he should
Lord.
have won an Academy Award for that. I don't know why he wasn't even nominated.
And I'm done. Robin says Sheree's house is in her mother's. See, I knew it. That was right. Her mother's Thelma. Bianca says, "Yes, Jen. Kenya did her thing with that read." Hmm. Uh, Robin says, while some are calling for Robinson to drop out of the race on Twitter, people are urging him to stay in the race because Republicans need to see his candidacy come to term. Cannot abort.
Mm.
Um, Ms. Kim says Republicans are freaky as heck. The moral majority, I think not. Yeah, because that also takes me back to when here on JoJo Speaks we reported how Grinder came to a grinding
I was
halt.
just about to say that, girl. Just about to say that. And that's not to say that gays are freaks. No, that means that these married men's, honey, are out here looking for pussy.
Okay, yes, he meant bussy.
Okay.
BUSSY. Okay.
I'm
What?
sorry. There was a song, a gay rapper remixed, Rack City. And yeah, I'm sorry. That just came
And
to my
I
mind.
remember that was a fascinating video. Um, ay, ay, ay. Just
Okay,
out
it
there
was real
laying it
nasty,
low
y'all. It was real nasty,
and spreading
y'all.
it wide. Okay, that's what they were doing
Okay.
during that RNC over there.
Okay. Child.
Ciao. Dustin says we've had 46 presidents. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much for that, Dustin.
Oh gosh. And Bianca says if you want to support the host, that's him.
Yes.
You can do it via his Cash App. Here it's $ Jonathan Lee '07. Is right there in the chat if you like to see it. Thank you.
So, vice presidential nominee JD Vance was interviewed on CNN, and he was interviewed concerning these statements about Springfield, Ohio, and the dogs and cats being eaten by Haitian immigrants. And he let slip out of his mouth that we create these stories. And then there was a pause. And then the host said, "Wait, you just said that y'all create these stories?" And then JD Vance said, "Yes, we create these stories." But he then later backpedaled and said, "These are stories I've heard from my constituents." Okay, so JD Vance, this makes me even more excited to watch this vice presidential debate against Tim Walz. I think Tim Walz is going to waltz all over your ass. Okay, period, point blank. It's going to be a show. Okay, it's going to be even more entertaining than the Donald Trump and Kamala
I think it
Harris
will. I think
debate.
it will.
I cannot wait to see. I might actually watch this live
Oh no!
because I want to
Oh
see
no!
Tim Walz mop up the floor with this man.
We
And
gonna do the grown people thing. We gonna sit in front of that TV. That's what we gonna do.
right. And if you think Donald Trump says weird things, because it is weird, JD Vance, his mouth might be even worse. And I think we might get even more memes out of JD Vance. JD Vance might make himself into a superstar after this
Okay.
vice presidential debate. But yeah, he told on himself, literally told on himself live on CNN. First of all, I'm surprised he was on CNN to begin with. But he literally told on himself live on the air. Jennifer, what did you think when you heard the word create come out of his mouth? Were you surprised at all?
Yet another TikTok moment for me.
Mm,
Because I do follow the news on TikTok, CNN and MSNBC and a couple of others, the daily news and stuff like that. I keep connected to Jonathan. When I heard that, my mouth dropped open because I'm over here, doing work. And he said that I
right,
was like, because I had my little phone staying on. What's going on?
right.
The when you retold the story today, the word that came up in and through my mind is just stupid.
Hmm.
Do you know what you're trying to do? Like,
I think he knows what he's trying to do. It's just the second part of executing your plans. That's the issue that it has to go all the way through. It can't just be an idea. You have to be able to execute said idea.
and it's like I'm pretty sure they've had plenty of comments, talks, thought, but it's like all he could do is remember what really happened and just told that. Maybe he forgot that he was speaking to people that would actually ask the questions. Wait, what do you mean by that?
Okay.
But that was crazy. I I was like, this is, yeah, crazy. Miss Kim says they are such hypocrites, professing one thing, browsing grinder after the dark.
Okay.
Robin says, can we talk about how Vance and Trump are so anti-immigrants yet have immigrant wives? Trump had to.
Okay.
But Robin, they don't believe they count. They white. That don't count. They may have an accent, but hey, they're not black
Yeah, the
or
the immigrants
brown.
the only immigrants they care about have melanin in their skin.
Okay. Miss Kim says Tim Waltz is going to hurt JD Vance's feelings. I really
Literally,
see I really see it be like that Biden one. I keep on talking about it, but
Paul
that
Ryan.
was a
Hmm.
hilarious one. I remember being up in that apartment complex laughing at that situation. It was funny to me. And he made him look like a little boy. Like, sir, you don't know
You
nothing.
did. You playing child's play,
Young
young whippersnapper.
young buck.
Young buck,
You don't know
yes.
what you're talking about. He never
Okay.
said that. So I'm excited. I hope that Tim isn't nervous or anything. I hope he just be himself. Just be himself.
I think what from what you've shown me and sent me on TikTok and things of that nature concerning Tim Waltz, he's not new to this. You know what I'm saying? He's very much true
To
to
the
this.
issues.
He knows exactly what to say. He's a man of a certain age, so he's got quite a bit of experience
And
behind
that's what I
under
like.
his belt, and that's why I think he was one of the best picks for this role. So that's why I'm excited because a little bit like Barack Obama, it seems like he always knows what the right thing to say. Always
Yeah.
knows the right
And
thing to say.
and I saw today he went into like some kind of a restaurant of sorts, and he saw that like the saying that he always says about minding your business. Because
Hmm.
we don't need to know what medically is going on with our neighbors or nothing like that. It's like, you know
Right.
what? We need to hear more of that. Mind your business.
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
Why does the government need to be in all of the businesses? You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
that was on the wall. He's like, wow, I've been saying that for forever. Like he's a
And
regular
he's
old
so
person.
real, y'all. He
Yeah,
is so
man.
you got to be real, y'all. You got to be real. And Tim Walz
Ooh,
is every kind of real you could ever ask for. And I couldn't be happier that
absolutely.
he is Kamala Harris's running mate. I could not be
It's
happier.
the perfect match.
It is. It
And
really
it
is.
and the and I don't know if they were looking at him beforehand. But when he started getting big in the media, him talking just real straight talk, just keeping it real.
Right.
Here and then we learn about him talking about all the things that he's done for just humanity. God bless
Right.
that man.
And his son, who has special needs, I thought it was
Nonverbal.
so beautiful to see him at that DNC convention,
It
cheering
was
his dad
amazing.
on. It was so beautiful. So beautiful to see.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Hey, y'all, if y'all enjoying yourselves, especially my brother, Joe Nathan. Y'all go ahead and put that thumbs up in the chat. Not the chat. I mean, put it on the video. Okay. Thumbs up. Thank you. God bless. Miss Kim says Trump and Vance are not getting proper media coverage. The media is glossing over their statements and antics. Because, when you get used to it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just another thing, another crazy thing said by these two idiots in my Judge Judy voice. You're an
Okay.
idiot!
Robert says, I love you, Jen. I leaned into the screen and said, what? And you kindly indulged and repeated your response. I'm here for you. Robert says, hopefully Tim will give us a moment like Kamala and give us a pause and let us fill in the blank on the name on the name that
Okay.
he
This
wants to call
this
JD.
this this this
This
this this whew, man, this candidate. Because that was everything. She did that on purpose. I don't know if she did that. She might
I
have.
don't
I
think
don't
she
think
no, I think she
no,
was
she
it
didn't.
cuz
She,
dealing with somebody that's nerve-wracking, I
right.
truly believe that a little bit of her
She caught herself.
feelings, she
Yeah.
caught herself cuz
She caught herself.
she was about to say that mom,
This mother
this
over
mom
here.
over here.
Okay.
But you know what? Um I'm just happy that people are slowly but surely paying attention to JD, especially when he was talking about, you know, uh, uh, people that don't have children,
Hmm.
calling them single cat women, like women that don't have children have pretty much like no purpose in life. And then, did you see Sarah Huckabee?
When?
Is that her name? Sarah? She was at a rally or something like that, and she was talking
She
about
talked about Kamala not having children. She doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
She she
that
does
was
she doesn't know what it is to be like what?
like. Do you know who votes for you? These people that you're talking about are your voters. Like, do you not understand? You just don't. They don't. They Jennifer. They don't care.
They
They
don't
don't
care.
care.
And trying to make her look like less than a
Less than a
woman. And
woman.
doesn't she have stepchildren?
She has stepchildren. Yes, her husband has children.
Uh
So,
is she not a mamala?
and not according to Miss Huckabee, I guess. Child.
See, people really try to go over semantics. What makes people think that, oh, just saying that she has not given birth to a child makes her less of a woman, and people hardly even want a woman to be in that seat in the first place. Why
Hmm.
does she need to be more of a woman for you but less than a woman for other people? It's crazy, but God bless her, and may she be all
Ooh,
right.
I was really about to say, may she rest in peace. I'm not going. I'm not going.
We ain't gonna say that.
She's
No,
still yet alive,
she's
y'all.
still in the land of the
Thankfully.
living.
Thankfully.
Hmm. But mm, I'm gonna leave that there.
I don't know why that was on the tip of my tongue. May she rest in. I don't know where that came from, girl. I really don't.
Well, personally, I will keep my eyes open and remind you of this day. Robin says her favorite swear word is mother flower. So, yeah, she did say that. I think that's
Yeah.
hilarious. Robin, I'm really loving I'm really loving your edited comments. I love it. She also says Sarah is smack talking because she has humbled that she was she was humbled that anyone would marry. Oh Jesus.
Mm.
Anyone would marry and procreate with her.
That just brings me back to Karen from Housewives of Potomac's read to Ashley.
Uh-huh. What she say?
I encourage you to leave it in. Let procreate. Okay, ejaculate. Okay, so you will stop worrying about my daughter. Okay.
Okay. Robert says, "Did you call her Miss Sotheby? It's Huckabee." Child, I said I was trying to say Sanders and Huckabee at the same time. That's what happened.
Okay.
And that is all her name. Thank you, Miss Kim. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Thank you. Looks like her daddy in a wig.
Ooh.
She bad
Her
built.
dad's Mike Huckabee?
Yes.
Okay.
She's bad built and hurt in the face. She needs to be
Oh.
quiet. And Miss Kim, I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it. The face area.
Okay.
Age is catching up with her.
Okay. Age is yet a number.
You know what? I need to ask the Googles how old is she? Because she she has age. That's all I can say. Age has met her and she looks like she has aged.
Okay. Has it smacked her in the face? Did it give her a good backhanded?
A backhand with a way strong backhand.
Okay. A way strong reach. Okay, because when you do a backhand, you got to reach that thing like all the way around your neck.
Oh, Lord.
Well, pow!
Yo, she's 42 years old.
Ooh, Lord.
And she looked so much better while she was in the White House doing her thing. But if you look at this video, it looked like she just lost weight and like her face said, "No, we ain't gonna snap back. We just gonna chill here and just
We're gonna
hang
chill
out."
down here.
Yeah, we're
Is
gonna
what
hang
you
out.
mean?
That's what we're
Yeah,
gonna do. We're gonna hang out down here.
down here.
Bianca is laughing at Miss Kim. Robin says, "Me and Miss Kim have no chill."
None, and that's okay.
That's why we love you. Miss Kim, I always have time to drag a deserving person.
Okay, yes, drag them, please. All right, so we have to get to the hottest of the hottest topics that's
I
going
can't
on
believe we've been
now.
talking so loud. I mean, long.
Right. Well, I mean, it's the comments that get us going every
You
single
know
time
it
because we only
every
got
time.
10 minutes left to talk about Diddy. Diddy is locked up, y'all. He's in the hooscow. He's in the joint. He's in the clank, y'all.
Miss Kim said that's a rough 42.
Okay. He's been charged with 3 federal charges. These are federal charges, so not state charges, but federal charges.
Jonathan, I must tell the truth. I low key hardly believed it when I heard it. When I saw it on my
Really?
morning scroll
Yeah.
through Insta
You thought it was
saying
just
that he's
rumor?
I thought it was like, so what does that mean? You know, he's in jail. And when they started talking about bond, I said, this is real.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
go ahead.
So, 3 charges. One for transportation, for prostitution. Can we say that on YouTube? I think we can.
I love how you say it and then ask.
Okay.
Say
For
sexual. Don't.
sex trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
and also racketeering. He's looking at up to life in prison. That racketeering charge can put him in prison for life. Um, he's not getting bond. His lawyer appealed him not getting bond initially when he first pled not guilty. And so he came back the next day and the judge denied bond again. So Diddy will remain incarcerated until his trial. And we all know that trials can take years to come along. Typically about, I would say about a year for a trial to matriculate through the system. So it's so interesting to me that there are not a lot of people that are backing Diddy at this time. Although Faison Love did say, when has being nasty been a federal crime? Faison Love, sir,
Sir, when I saw that foolishness, I said, "Sir, please go back
sir.
under the rock you came from."
And Phaedra Parks also came out and said that he is innocent until proven guilty. I think she just wanted to say something just to say something. I don't
Agreed.
think she really has an opinion one
Mm-mm.
way or another.
She's just trying to be
So
seen.
that
And
that
that's
doesn't
okay.
that
I
doesn't
give her that.
matter.
Mhm.
Dawn Richard, which I was going to mention last week, but I guess I can go ahead and mention it now. She has filed a lawsuit against Diddy for harassment of a sexual nature. And other things as well. And it was reported that Kalina, the other female group member of Diddy Dirty Money, she was texted over 54 times after Dawn Richard filed her lawsuit. She was contacted 54 times by Diddy to release a statement. And what did she do? She released a statement. So there you go. Here's my thing about Diddy. And I know you said that you mentioned this earlier, but I told Mama, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I don't want to say that I'm fully expecting this, but I'm 80% sure that Diddy is going to pull a Jeffrey Epstein. If you just think about the situation, he grew up with not a lot of means, and he grew into a very, very wealthy man. And for his life to end in prison, I can't think of any life worse than that, to be honest. Because, you can reminisce about all the good times you had, but at the end of the day, you are still locked up. And especially with him not getting any bond and him having to stay in prison, I would hope that we get to the trial, but I would not be surprised if we did not get to this trial. I really would not, because someone who has a God complex, such as Diddy, such as Trump, such as probably Jeffrey Epstein as well, when they're taken against their will and they have no control anymore, they don't know what to do. And I would at least assume that they won't know how to live. They won't know how to adjust. And Diddy's probably definitely not going to be in general population. So he's going to be secluded. Child, and probably secluded for his entire stay in the federal prison. What kind of life is that after you've had the entire world in the palm of your hands? I'm not surprised by this. I'm still hoping to see the surviving Diddy show that 50 Cent has been promoting for Netflix. Even more excited to see that in the indictment, it was said that they recovered over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Apparently,
And lube.
and lube. Apparently, the only workers of a sexual nature that he was ordering were male workers of a sexual nature that he was ordering. I've only heard male so and so and so workers. I haven't heard, because typically when you talk about those type of workers, you only say male when it is a male. Otherwise, you would just say this type of worker. So I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just putting it out there. I don't want to say that. There are some people out there who have fantasies, who have whatever it is that they want to do. You are free to do whatever you want to do with
Amen.
consent.
Consent.
However, it was
Ethical.
alleged in these indictments that the people who were participating in these what were called freak offs, they were heavily drugged. with ketamine and Molly and other substances, so that they will be easily controlled. Um, I'm not surprised by this. As Stephen A. Smith said on his podcast, his YouTube show, Hollywood is on notice. I would not be surprised if we've heard a couple more names come out. Those who were not smart enough to stay away from the burning building, that is Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. Um, I'm interested in seeing where this is going to go. I'm really interested in seeing where this is going to go. I was surprised to see that Quincy, someone who Diddy claims as his son, who is not actually his son, is I'll Be Sure's son. Quincy is supporting Diddy. He was filmed going into the courthouse, as well as his other two sons, Christian and Justin, going into the courthouse. So I'm glad he at least has support. However, I can't say that I'm surprised by this, but I'm just in awe of everything that's going on. But again, this is what happens when you have a God complex and you feel like there are no repercussions for doing things that are morally wrong. This is what happens. And I felt I felt a little bit of sympathy for R. Kelly. I honestly did. I honestly did, and that's mainly because of his upbringing, and the trauma that he dealt with as a child, which might have matriculated into what he did as an adult. However, he still deserved the sentence that he ended up getting. I just felt a little sympathy for him, but for someone like Diddy, who I've been watching for a majority of my life, who I've seen on 3 or 4 seasons of making the band, throwing his weight around and treating his artists like trash, um, I would say that the chickens are finally coming home to roost when it comes to Diddy, and we'll just see where it goes from here. I don't know where it's going to go. When the feds bring charges up against you, the feds typically don't lose in court. Typically, they don't lose in court. So I'm expecting a conviction if we get that far. Jennifer.
Um, I personally believe I think he is attracted to the power of what he's able to do
Absolutely.
more than men. I believe he
Hmm.
likes to break bucks. That's what I believe.
He likes to do what?
Break bucks, which is what was a practice that was done to male slaves, men that did not want it. You're going to take
Gotcha.
it because you're under my thumb.
Yeah.
I believe that's more of his thing. Um, but for all we know, he might have the same-sex attraction as well. But I don't know if you've heard of the most recent lawsuit. I think it's being thrown out, the $100 million one by this inmate.
Right. Yeah.
Um, part of the story was that he was there having relations with somebody. He said, "I want you next," and he was like, "No, thank you." And then he was given a beverage by Diddy.
Oh.
And when he woke up, he saw Diddy having hot relations. This is what it said in the thing: hot
Hmm.
relations with a woman. And he said to him, "I did this. I just got finished doing this to you."
Wow.
Stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's certainly a complex. Now, we have a whole lot of comments, and I'm
Hmm.
excited to get through them because I've already been laughing at them. Robin says, speaking of Diddy, have you heard of the new Eminem song? He slays Puffy, lyrically ethered him.
Oh wow. I need to listen to that now.
Yeah, I need to find that personally. Let's see. Robin says, Miss Kim, it's a non-melanated 42. We age differently for real.
Hmm.
Robin also says it is going to take a long time for this to come to trial because the defense will have to prepare its case. They have to go through all of the prosecution evidence to start.
Hmm.
Bianca says, "Not fat phase on lie." in, in my in my Cat Williams voice, he could go have several seats.
Okay.
Like, and let's be real. Ain't nobody trying to. Being freaky has never been illegal.
Never.
Taking advantage and unethically having hot relations with people that don't desire to do the same to you, that's a problem. That's
And
illegal.
how many more people do you think would be locked up if that was illegal? Phase on
Like, come
love.
on.
Would
He
you be locked up,
and
sir?
he's
Not
just
that
one
I
of them
want to know.
people. Okay, he's one of them people, in my opinion, that just talk just to be talking, that just want to be seen talking, and I'm not interested in any
Kind
of
of
that.
like
God bless.
Boozy.
Yeah,
Just
man.
want to be heard. They just want to be heard.
Child. Miss Kim says it's not being nasty; it's the lack of consent. That's it.
Yes.
That's what's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Who, once again, people just talking, just stupid. Robert says Puffy is not going to pull the Epstein. He is probably going to be Epstein. To be honest, I think Epstein was Epstein because he knew too much. That's what I believe.
That's what a lot of people do believe.
And I also believe the
Because
same.
apparently the workers who were supposed to work his shift weren't working his shift. The cameras who were supposed to be on in this area were magically turned off. So it sounds like that was an inside job.
I believe it as well, or
Hmm.
somebody got paid to take care of that.
Yeah.
And for all we know, well, we know that there is a lot of tapes, because they did say
Hmm.
there were audio and visual evidence that would make people look real bad and stuff.
Hmm.
And those major heavy hitters, who knows what they would try to do to keep him quiet.
You're
And
right about that.
so that's I'm not. We'll see, dag nabbit. That's we'll see what happens. Um, Robin says he didn't grow up so bad. He didn't. He moved to Mount Vernon, one of the suburbs of north of the Bronx. When some of us started making money, we moved on up there, up to there. And
Mm.
from what I'm hearing, it's his mother. Is that there was I believe he grew up a childhood seeing people take power and get
Hmm.
power. His mother and father. I don't have a whole lot of information on that, but I'm gonna have to look it up so I can be more solid in what I'm talking about. Miss Kim says two consenting adults can swing, invite others in, use substances, and that's okay as long as everyone is consenting to the debauchery.
Hmm.
It's the taking it, the
Yeah.
abuse, drugging, that's illegal. Amen.
Right.
That's what's illegal. Robin says, and the products, the likes of which Candy Burris sells, said to be around 790 items.
Mm.
Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah, they had lube and baby oil to go with it.
Wow.
I wonder how many of them were used, Jonathan. You think he threw them away after he was done?
Well, apparently not. If the bottles were 1,000.
I was talking about the other toys.
Oh, I don't know. Ain't no
That's
telling.
scary. I
Some
wonder
tell
if
me probably not, because somebody like Diddy, he don't care if everything's out in the open.
oof. Anyway, remember to
Welcome
like
to
this
my
video.
sex room. Okay.
Sex. Miss Kim says, why was he recording these freak offs? For
Because he's Diddy.
no, it's not. It's for evidence. It's to
Mm.
hold things against people.
Yeah.
If we're drugging people that's doing things that they didn't want to be doing in the first place, and we did it to them anyway, they don't want those videos out.
They need leverage.
And that's why he was recording those things.
Yeah.
Miss Kim says, remember back in the day, he was the man. Puff Daddy's white parties and the Hamptons were legendary. Everybody and their mama wanted an invite. Oh
Mm.
yeah, but did they stay?
Okay. After
But
hours.
did they stay for the entrance of the devil? Okay,
Okay. The
okay.
the the slithering in of the enemy, honey.
Of the enemy.
Okay.
Smaller with Eric D says prayers for everyone. Living through this. Yes, prayers for the truth comes out with
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah, with it all. Bianca says there's a new song. I'm headed there right after this live. Okay.
Okay.
And Bianca says, I agree 100%, Kim. Miss Kim. Smiling with Aaron D says, now I don't know what I believe, but I will give Puffy volunteer. Oh, yeah. He wanted to volunteer his passports 6 months ago. Mm. And went to New York 12 days before he was arrested to turn himself in. And you know they
Yeah.
before he
He
could
knew it
even
was coming.
before he could even turn himself in, they arrested him.
Right.
Jesus. Bianca says, that's my song, Jonathan. I forgot about that. Let me go download it right now.
Yes.
Luda did that. And Dizelle, that's what I'm talking about. Me and Miss Kim, we hear sis. Denzel said leave 30 minutes before the devil shows up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That's how he was able to go to them parties. That's
Hmm.
why I don't believe everybody that has a picture at any of his parties are
Right.
necessarily involved in what he doing.
In everything that he's
Not in
doing.
everything.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. I believe there's plenty of people that know to leave uh, before the devil comes.
Mm-hmm.
Robin says Bianca LL Cool J has dropped an album too. I hear that it is confirmation that he is the GOAT. That sounds nice. I hate that he's getting older. Anyway, I
Wow.
loved LL Cool J. Jesus. The Mr. Smith album. King Jesus help us right now. You know that album, Jonathan?
I heard of it, but I'm
That's the
not.
album that has Doing It, uh,
Oh,
Hey Lover.
yes.
That's
Holy love,
oh my
all you show. That was the oh, yes.
oh gosh.
That
And
was funky,
just thinking
honey.
about the music video.
You love, are you for sure?
Shine.
Hey, I need that chopped screwed, honey, now.
uh yeah, that song, that album was good. All right, anywho. So I said no, they wouldn't let him turn himself in. He just waited in New York. Dag nabbit. I get child. Um Bianca says, Robin, that's my celebrity dad. I'm gonna get his get his too. Have to support the fam. What album was that again, Jen? I need to download that too. Mr. Smith. That was an amazing time. Don't tell nobody, but it's the music I wanted to have hot relations to before I could have hot relations.
Yes.
I loved that album. Smiling with Aaron D says, great live. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bianca says, thank
Aaron.
you, sister. No problem, sis. Whew. I'm gonna hush so you can close out your show. My bad.
It's okay, girl. Go ahead and give us your social media contacts real quick, girl.
Y'all go ahead and follow me at the Light of the Leo. I am there on TikTok often. At the Light of the Leo, go ahead and follow me there. And also please come to YouTube, type in the Light of the Leo, and you'll be able to find my channel. I go live there on Monday at 9 every week. And also Faithful Warrior Ministries. That is our ministries, and we go live every single Saturday morning at 10ish a.m., where we pray, we fellowship with each other, and we remind ourselves to connect with God and involve Him in our lives. So please join us every single Saturday morning at 10ish a.m. with Faithful Warrior Ministries.
All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $JonathanLee07. That's $JonathAN07. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. I did not expect us to go overtime tonight, but hey, That's what happens when you're having fun and you're reading comments. So
Absolutely.
it is what it is. But we love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. We love y'all
Love you.
so much. Okay. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now, y'all. Y'all have a good night and an amazing weekend. We love y'all.
Good day. Robin says, thanks. Tonight was fun. See you Saturday around 10ish a.m. And
Yes,
and
around.
thank you, Bianca and Aaron for sharing the love, you guys. We really appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, y'all.